Well, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got some more Philly sports news. You know, it's been a whirlwind of a week with the Eagles losing, Kevin Patullo getting fired yesterday, and then the latest news, Ranger Suarez is leaving the Phillies. He's going to the Red Sox on a 5-year, $130 million deal. First off, as a Phillies fan, right, so happy that he didn't sign with the Mets. There was a lot of whirlwind about the Mets being heavily interested in him. I'm interested to see who offered what. You know, I know Kyle Schwarber, the Reds, the Pirates were going big on him. We knew Schwarber wanted to stay in Philly. He just wanted that big deal. But I'm curious to see on who was really diving in for Ranger. $130 million is, you know, that's a lot of money. Like, the Red Sox are putting, you know, their money where their mouth is. You know, they lost Bregman, so they knew that they had to solidify something on the team. But yeah, I'm just happy he didn't go to the freaking Mets, dude. I know there were so many reports of Mets, and when it got quiet and nobody was really saying anything, everybody kind of forgot about Ranger. I was like, Jesus, I'm like, he's going to be a divisional rival. I'm going to have to hate him. I was actually talking to an old coworker the other day. We were talking about how quiet it was with Ranger Suarez. We didn't know how he felt initially. I just want to start off the video real quick by thanking Ranger Suarez. The last couple years, you know, he was in the mix with playoff games. The first Phillies playoff game that I ever went to, he pitched. It was when we knocked off the Braves in 2023. It was one of the best moments me and my brother have ever got to share together. It was awesome. He pitched great. But yeah, we all knew kind of when Kyle Schwarber was getting signed, and then you're seeing stuff about Bo Bichette, like, yeah, Ranger's probably not going to be fitting in the scheme anymore. And now I think that's a pretty big void in this bullpen, right? You have Christopher Sanchez. He played stellar last year. Aaron Nola, the last couple years, has been very off. I mean, sometimes he's that all-star pitcher that we know that he is, and other times he looks like he can't even pitch a frickin' strike. Zach Wheeler had that big injury towards the end of the season. Didn't, you know, get to pitch at all, really, in the playoffs. Walker, I have no idea what's going on with him. So, there's your four right there. Walker, Nola, Wheeler, and Sanchez. That is not really a solid four, if you ask me, with Ranger in there. Without Ranger, it's a lot of questions that we're going to have to answer. It's like, are we just going to settle on a couple little deals? Are we going to try to go get somebody at the trade deadline when, you know, this team is struggling pitching? That's the kind of void that I think Ranger Suarez has on this bullpen. I have no idea if Bo Bichette's in the mix. Apparently, the first meeting he had on Monday the other day went pretty well, but I just don't know. Like, I just don't really know as a whole what the plan is. We're about 23 days from spring training,